Hi, I'm John Skiba from the Consumer Warrior YouTube channel, and I'm also an attorney in the state of Arizona where I help people deal with serious debt problems through bankruptcy and defending debt collection lawsuits. In this video today, I'm going to talk about national debt relief, whether this is a good idea, a bad idea, or whether it may be the biggest nightmare that you've ever encountered. I have been practicing law for a little over 20 years, and I deal with thousands of families that are dealing with serious debt problems. I do a lot of bankruptcy work, but I'm also a bankruptcy attorney that doesn't always think bankruptcy is the best option for dealing with serious debt problems. And so when people come to me and tell me they've tried other things like national debt relief to settle their debts and to get out from under really heavy debt loads, I don't immediately dismiss it, but I want to provide you with some of my experiences as a bankruptcy attorney, what I see happen often to people who deal with a company like National Debt Relief. Now, first, it's important to understand how this company actually operates and how they try to help people deal with their debt problems. What they do is if you sign up with National Debt Relief, they are going to have you decide which accounts you want them to work on. Then they're going to have you stop making payments on those particular credit cards, personal loans, medical bills, whatever it is. You're going to stop making payments on them, but you're going to start making a payment to National Debt Relief. They're going to put this money in a special escrow account. It's kind of a savings account where they're setting that money aside. Now, it's important to know they're going to charge you a fee for doing this, but often they charge it on the back end at the time when they actually settle the case. And usually their fee is a sliding scale based upon the amount of debt that they're settling. It's usually somewhere in the 15 to 25% range that they're going to charge you for working with them to get your debts settled. So what happens is you stop making payments on your credit cards or your personal loans, whatever it is that they're working on for you, and you start making those payments to National Debt Relief. They're putting that money each month into the escrow account, the idea being that they're going to build up a big enough balance that they then can go out and negotiate with your creditors to get a lower settlement to get the case resolved. The downside to this, you have to stop making payments to those creditors, which means that those accounts go into collections. So you'll immediately start dealing with a lot of collection calls.
Stop calling!
Letters. And what I see in my practice a lot is you start getting hit with debt collection lawsuits. Now, I can't tell you how many times over the last 23 years here in Arizona where I practice law, I have someone come to me who's looking to do bankruptcy, and they spent the last year with a company like National Debt Relief paying just like they thought they were supposed to each and every month to the company. And then all of a sudden they just get hit with lawsuits from all of their creditors. And they always say to me, John, I don't understand why this is. I was doing the program just like I was instructed, and now I'm getting hit with these lawsuits. The thing to remember is your creditors are not on board. This is an agreement between you, National Debt Relief, or whatever company you're using. And until you build up a balance big enough, they're not going to reach out and try to negotiate anything. They've got to have money to negotiate with. The other thing I see is if you have a lot of creditors, if you come to them with 10 credit accounts, maybe they can settle the first 2, but then you get hit with lawsuits for the other 8. So that's something to consider as you're looking at your options, whether is it a bankruptcy, is it debt settlement, what's going to be the most realistic option for you to be able to get this resolved. Because what I don't want people to do is what I see frequently is they get involved with these debt settlement companies. They put a lot of money into it. They think they're trying to do the right thing, and then they get hit with a bunch of lawsuits, and then a year later they file for bankruptcy anyway, and they're a year behind the whole process. So it's important to understand what debt settlement companies can do, what they can't do, and what the overall end result is going to be. Hopefully you found this helpful. Appreciate you watching today.